This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The case involving protesters arresting during the #EndBadGovernance protests in August this year has been adjourned till January the 24th, 2025. The protesters, which included minors, are charged with 10 counts of treason, terrorism, treasonable felony, and arson by the Nigeria Police. The ruling by Justice Obiora Igwatu of the Federal High Court in Abuja has also set bail at 10 million naira and 2 shorties. And joining us this morning to report on this is a journalist who has been covering the case, Ms. Bolanle Olabimton. Ms. Olabimton, good morning and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Hi, Stephen. Good morning.
Good morning. What can you tell us essentially about the case which was taken to court on Friday?
I don't know. I would say it's that she has been there on Friday. The court was packed with the defendants, including children, including minors, a lot of them. It was just a lot. There was a lot going on.
Bolanle, sorry to interrupt you here, Bolanle. Let me come here. Perhaps you can start by sort of painting a picture of the courtroom when these children were arraigned. Can you sort of paint to us, a picture of what that courtroom felt like or looked like in the moments before the ruling?
First, I would say that when they came in, they were smelling. You could tell that these people have not had a bath in maybe weeks or months. The atmosphere changed. Some people couldn't even stay that they had to leave. Some people had to step out, including journalists. Some people could not bear the stench, so they left. The children looked pale. Someone described them. This is described in quotes now. Someone said they looked like most of these Almajiri children that you see on the street. They looked white, they looked pale, you could see their collarbones, they looked malnourished. You don't even have to, they looked very frail. You could tell that some of them were even struggling to stand. Before eventually they were asked to come forward to the dock. And
Right.
of course the dock is small, so it couldn't take all of them.
And we understand that some children fainted in the courtroom due to exhaustion. Can you speak to us about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say faint. So faint might mean that they were not responsive. They collapsed. So when they called all of them out, I think it was one person that collapsed first. So that just threw everybody into chaos. The whole place just went chaotic. Some people didn't even know. Those at the back didn't even know what exactly was going on because who stood up? Their lawyers stood up, went to try to help the guy. But eventually, we saw that 4 of them were taken out, and they were groaning in pain.
Right. Can you speak to us regarding the numbers? Because we're seeing conflicting reports in terms of how many children were actually arraigned on Friday. How many did you see in court?
Okay, there are 76 defendants listed on the charge. But if you count them from the charge, which I did, because sometimes it's hard to count them in court, there are 28 minors, that's children under 18. There are 28 of them in the charge.
And the rest are results. What was the position of the judge in this case? Because we understand that when one of the child or one of the minors fell due to exhaustion, that the judge walked away from the courtroom. Is it clear what the instruction from the judge was at the time, just before they left?
Well, I don't think the judge is the court. He has to detach his person. So I mean, when there's chaos in court, it's only right for him to retire to his chambers until there's calm in court. I mean, he has to take his person out of the office. So yes, he has to rise and go into his chambers for whatever needed to be done before coming back.
Right. Well, Ms. Olabimton, thank you very much for your time on the conversation. Bolanle Olabimton is a journalist covering the case of the EndSARS protest, the #EndBadGovernance protesters who were charged to court on Friday.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.